Jason Blood Church coming to you today. God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to do a video. I hope you find it to be a blessing. I'm going to talk out loud about the churches in the Revelation and about their characteristics and some other interesting finds. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, thumbs up. We're a group of Bible-believing Christians rightly dividing the word of truth. And if you're not saved, get saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. One sin is enough to send you to eternal hellfire. Jesus Christ, God himself in flesh form, the Messiah, walked perfect life, never sinned, laid down glory. And as 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4 says, he died, he buried, and he rose from the dead. And we're counting on that death, burial, and resurrection, and the blood he shed on that cross for the remission and the complete forgiveness to take away your sins. What do you have to do to believe? It's a heart belief, Romans 10, 9, and 10. And you confess with your mouth to salvation on what he did. And Ephesians 2, 8, 9, not of works, lest any man could boast. All right, let's jump into the study. God bless you. We have 7 churches that are listed in the church age. So these 7 churches are all going on after Jesus dies in the church age. And as always, I like to put some blood on the cross because that's important. But anyway, in these churches, you have people unsaved and saved. Of course, the unsaved people are all going to come down on the red line and go into tribulation, or they're going to die and be judged at the great white throne judgment if they die. And those that died during this period unsaved are burning in hell. And that's a reality. The first church is Ephesus, and it is known as the Apostolic Church. And it was a really good church. It did a lot of really good things. And in fact, I'll just read a few of the verses and some of the things that each church did. We'll make this stay in the scriptures, amen. Revelation 2, verse 1, and unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write, these things saith he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil, and thou hast tried them which say they are apostles, and are not, and have found them liars. Amen to that. That's awesome. And have borne, and have patience, and from my name's sake have labored, and have not fainted. Verse 4, here's what's wrong with the church. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. So the first love is looking forward to Jesus Christ and his blessed and his appearing in the clouds, the blessed hope, Titus 2:13. What a bad thing to lose. You got to keep that passion, that love as a Christian for Jesus Christ. It's what keeps you going. And the fact that you get to return home, get away from this planet that we're not really meant to be on. Let's go to the second church. And the second church being Smyrna, Revelation 2, 8-11. And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna write, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. So this was a good church. You're going to find this was a persecuted church, spoke about in Luke. Luke talked about before things have happened, they're going to be persecuted, and they were a persecuted church. Pergamos, Revelation 2, 12-17, the married church. And this is at verse 12 of Revelation 2, and the Bible reads, and to the angel of the church in Pergamos write, these things saith he which hath the sharp sword with 2 edges. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is, and thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, and was slain among you where Satan dwelled. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam and Balak, and idol worship and fornication, it goes on to say. So we have Balaam worship, idols and fornication, not a really great thing. Again, there are people saved in each of these church ages, but you can see here the red line, you have the other churches that aren't perfect, that have people come out that aren't saved. We're going to go to Thyatira, Revelation 2, 18-29. And the Bible reads, and unto the angel of the church of Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of God, who hath his eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet are like fine brass. I know thy works in charity, and service, and faith, and thy patience, and thy works, and the last be more than the first. So they have a lot of good things about them. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee. This is verse 20. Because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things and sacrifice unto idols. So we see again Jezebel and idol worship rearing its ugly head. Let's go down to the church of Sardis. We're going to look. It's a denominational church. Many of the denominations in the Protestant Reformation it developed, and is that a good thing? We're going to find out. Revelation 3, 1 through 6. Revelation 3, and the Bible reads, "And unto the angel of the church in Sardis write, these things saith he that hath the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars. I know thy works, that thou hast a name, and thou livest and art dead." So what is it? They're a dead church. So although you have the Protestant Reformation going on, a lot of studying in the Bible, it's a dead church. It's not out there witnessing. It's not out there growing. Next, Philadelphia. Probably the best church age to live in. Probably the best church represented here in Revelation chapter 3 and even 2. Revelation 3, 7 through 13 is where we'll look for that. And the Bible reads, "And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. If thou hast little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name." So they had patience. They were kept from the hour of temptation. They were really just a wonderful church, and it was known as the missionary church. Many people got saved. You had Billy Sunday come out of that. Billy Sunday was an amazing story. He was a farm boy that showed up for the Chicago White Sox and wanted to try out, never played baseball. They asked him if he played. He said no. Took off his shoes and raced the fastest guy in MLB at the time, beat him, became the fastest man, had a long career, about 14 years, went by a Chicago Recreation Center for Christ, said, "I'm done playing baseball," went in, sat there, and just held a cup. He just held a cup, the sacrament of the bread and the wine. And he just sat there and held a cup, listened to the minister. The minister got sick, took over, started taking over as the preacher. Night after night, people poured down to get saved. Probably saved over 1 million people. Billy Sunday's a great story. You should check it out. Anyway, we're going to come to our church age in terms of the time period. Laodicea, Revelation 3, 14 through 22 is the apostate church. It's the political correct church. It's the spiritual church that doesn't give you salvation. It's a church that makes you feel good and warm and fuzzy, but they'll send you to hell. And it's a shame in our days it's like that. Verse 14 of Revelation 3 in the Bible reads, "And unto the angel of the church of Laodiceans write, these things saith the Amen, the faithful and the true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert you cold or hot." Verse 16, "So then because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth." Verse 17, "Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked." So these are people, we see them today in a church that is lukewarm. It's not on fire, but it's not completely dead. And, it does have people come to it regularly. Again, some are saved, some are not. But it's not a church that's good because because the goods and riches of this world and society that many of them have, they think they don't need God. They don't think they need to serve the Lord or walk with the Lord because they're just not on fire. And God wants to spew us out. Don't fall into that trap. Let's be Philadelphia. Let's be the missionary part of the church age. And there are a lot of people that are also being persecuted. So there's another group I would call in this day and age that really is a part of Smyrna and taking on that role. But the bottom line is to get saved by the blood of Jesus Christ, and keep in mind, God has an opinion, and it's pretty strong on how we as Bible believers and church goers, how we minister, how we live our lives, how we walk, and how we keep our first love most important. God bless and have a great day.